You know what that is? You know what that is, friends? That's my kerosene heater. I absolutely love my shop heater. It just makes this shop so warm. It's awesome. It cooks up. Ooh, uh-oh. Probably want to take those things. Oh, yeah, not going to touch those. I guess we got some hot drill bits up there. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I love my kerosene heater. I really do. It's awesome. And the front's off of it because, guards and grills, those are for sissies. So, check it out. We did the porting. We did the port work. So, this is, a semi fail video. This is a fail and a recovery video. I told you I was gonna weld on the these little buggers onto here, and just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong. The setting on my Lincoln there decided to go ahead and go out on me. The setting for thin metal. I mean, this is crazy thin metal. So I was burning holes in it. Thanks, Lincoln. It's given me very good service, though. Not too many complaints on that. I've been welding on that thing for the last 20 years. So anyway, so I go, all right, well, no big deal, Johnny. We should torch. We'll just torch weld it. We'll torch weld the thing. I burned one hole. Realized forget it. Broke out the torch. There she is. And I couldn't find an appropriate tip size for the torch. About all I ever weld, guys, is like 1/8 inch this stuff. Like 1/8 inch minimum stock usually. If not, if I'm not welding like 1/4 inch, and the smallest tip I could find really is only good for 1/8 inch max. I don't remember the numbers and stuff. I mean, you can do smaller stuff, but it's tricky. And if you're just running a straight bead, then you can use bigger tips and just play the torch across and be careful. But it wasn't working, guys. I was burning it. I just got frustrated, and I said, you know what? Yeah. Again, it's a half fail video, but half recover video. So what I did, and I'm admitting it, I'll post my screw up, so I don't care. What happened was I had two of these, obviously on the backside, and I kept trying to weld them with the tip that was too big, and it just wasn't working. So I just kept burning hole after hole, and I gave up. I gave up, and I cut the whole shoot and match out. It would have looked really cool, but whatever. It's ugly. I've gone through it, and I've made sure that there isn't anything that could bust off of here that could wind up in my exhaust port. Actually in the cylinder piston area, because that obviously, if that happened, that would destroy your motor. Yeah, and I did this. Here's the thing: if I wanted to get a super fancy dual port cover, then I would have, I wouldn't have junked this thing. I would have kept it, but I never would have used it again. So if I ever wanted to get fancy and just buy one, it's almost like this was a burner anyway, so who cares? So I just went ahead and built up this flange out of actually this steel right here. I cut a piece off of it and just kind of built this guy. It's too big. I built it just to kind of cover the whole muffler. Those welds aren't, beautiful. My welds are not known for being beautiful. They're straight up hack welds. But it works. Anyway, and check out this box inside, this weird funky box that comes right off of the exhaust port on the cylinder. These holes were not here. I drilled these. They have, I think I showed on the original video, breaking out the flashlight again. It has these, it's hard to see, there you go. Has those kooky holes. There was no holes on the front here at all. No holes at all. But holes on the side, holes on the bottom, I think. Yeah, the bottom has holes. and on the side, but just not enough. So some guys just cut this whole front out, or just remove this whole box entirely. But I'm not racing the saw. I think this is fine. This is fine. So I just drilled these 3 holes. Of course, I took the whole thing off the saw, obviously, before I did that. I reamed the holes out pretty good and inspected to make absolutely certain that there was, no loose little flecks of metal that could possibly bust off and again, just like the muffler cover, and destroy, a $300, cylinder and piston kit. If you're buying OEM, I think they're probably at least 300. And I'm not interested in the Chinese ones, so I don't want to be replacing that anyway. So we cleaned that up, drilled those holes, left that there. At some point, I don't cut in the heat normally. When I'm cutting, where we live is more or less, we're in a rainforest, really. We're in a redwood flipping rainforest, so the redwoods don't really burn. If they burn, then it's going to be some kind of crazy fire, and everything and everyone are going to die anyways. So I'm not worried about lighting any fires. I don't cut in the brush, in the weeds. I'm always on a damp redwood floor. So anyway, in the future though, I'll probably clean this up a little bit. I gotta go cut with this thing tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday. On Monday, I gotta go cut with this thing. So in the future, I'll probably clean this thing up and then go ahead and install a spark arrestor on this guy. Or you never know, maybe I'll decide I don't like this and I'll just say to heck with it and just go buy a dual port cover that looks better than my hack work. But anyway, so there it is. Here's what it looks like on the saw. Boom. The only issue is I built the cover, this part, the deflector or whatever. I built it pretty big, but it's going to be running a lot of that heat right into this, into the felling dogs. But I don't think it matters. Why would it matter? Check this out. The old exhaust, which is here, dumps out here too, and the port is on the top. I thought about putting in a little baffle kind of thing to like right here, just a straight in baffle to keep it. Oh, come on. To have a baffle right here just to keep all that exhaust up here and not from going down here. But why does it matter if this gets hot? I'll feel it if it's getting crazy hot. The crankcase is getting all hot. Maybe I'll do that, but I think it'll be fine for right now. But we'll play it by ear. Anyway, there's the build, guys. It's done. Title of the video, I guess, fail recovery. So the next video I'll put out, I'm not going to tune this thing up because it's kind of late. It's about 8 o'clock tonight. I don't have neighbors crazy close, but close enough that they don't want to be hearing a saw, buzzing at all hours of the night to tune the carb. So we'll take it out to back to the church. I'll richen the mixture too rich. I'll stick it in the wood, heat her up, and then we'll do a tuning video. I'll get this thing tuned up. I don't have a tack. I'll just do it by ear. We'll go from there. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.